Hello, welcome back again. So, hope you have practiced a little about if and else. And right now, also, we will be practicing about if and else. Now, let's say if you want to do something, that is copy this file. And then what you can do, that is, we have copied it, let's paste it. But since the name is same, definitely it will give you to change it. And now let's change it to a different file name. So this is, let's remove it. Great. So today we will be merging up many topics together and learning whatever we have learned, definitely. And we will be talking about how to work out with it. So let's say, I take x equals to 0. And the second one, let's take y equal to 5. Cool. If x is less than y, then let's print yes. Cool. What do you think should happen? Is x less than y? Definitely 0 is less than y. So see, it's printing yes. Now, if I would have done something like y is less than x, what do you think should happen? No answers, right? See, you don't have any answers over here. That means the condition over here is false. All right, great. Now, there is one thing. This is something. If I write if x, that's it. And if I run this, it won't do anything. Because x, do you know what is x over here? X is 0. 0 means false. So let me tell you about this. There are logical operators, right? And, or, and not. And we have also talked about Boolean. In Boolean, what happens, you can only deal with two things, that is true and false. Now you can make that true and false into many different things. Like, let's say if it is true, you can also say that this is correct. Or you can say that this is on, or you can say that this is 1. And if it is false, what is it? It's incorrect. It is switched off. When you switch off the light, what happens? Your light is no more switched on, right? You don't see light, simple. Or if you switch off the fan, it just stops rotating. Exactly, there are only two things, that is switch on and off. So you have true and false. Similarly, you have correct or wrong. So this is off and this is known as 0. So if x, that means if false, then you need to print yes. But definitely if it is false, if the condition is false, then it won't print whatever is written over here because the condition itself is false. If this would have been, let me just change the mouse. All right. If this would have been 1 and if I have ran it, see, it's writing yes. Okay. So this is the thing which you should know about. All right. That 1 means true and 0 means false. All right. And what do you think would happen if you have written over here y? Anything rather than 0 would be working fine. Computer is considering all the rest of the numbers similarly as it considers 1. So that is the reason you get it as yes. You get the value as yes. All right. Now I was just a little ago, I was telling you about and, or, and not, right? So let's go through all of them one by one, right? So if I talk about that, I have if you give me pizza and burger, then only I'll study. Again, I mean it. I don't want you to eat unhealthy. It's just I'm giving you an example. All right. So if you give me pizza and burger, then only I'll do my homework, or else I'll not do my homework. All right. So that is what you mean by and. I'm not getting satisfied if you just give me pizza or if you just give me burger. I need both to satisfy my hunger. Now, let me tell you about what is or. What do you think? What can or be? Let's take the example of pen and pencil. So let's say if you have pen, can you write? Definitely you can write. And if you have pencil, can you write? Definitely you can write. If you have alone the pen, can you write? With pen, if you have just pen, you don't need the help of pencil to write with pen. So yes, you can write it. With pencil alone, can you write? Definitely yes, you can write it. So that is what you mean by or. It is this or this. Okay. So that is what is or over here. And there is one more thing that is known as not. Not means just the opposite. If I write down not true, what do you mean? What happened with someone last day? Let's say he or she got a good grade and he or she is telling that he did not get a good grade. So definitely that's a false thing, right? So if I say that not true, this means it is false. That means this is wrong if it is not true. This is about not. Whatever I say, it's just the opposite thing you say for it. That is what not means over here. We'll be definitely doing a lot of programs on and, or, and not. But for the small introduction, I'll just give you one small thing over here. If, let's say, X and Y, these two, what do you think would it do? If X and Y, they both are true, right? 1 and 5. If this would have been 0, then this would have not given any answer because 1 is wrong. That means 1 is false. I'm not getting the pizza. I'm just getting the burger. Okay. So that is the reason this is happening. But instead, if I had or, what would happen? It would run. Why? Because either I'm getting pizza or I'm getting the burger. And I'm satisfied with that. But this only happens in the case of or. And not, we can try not something like, okay, we'll try not with a better example later. But I hope you have understood about logical and or, both of it. And you have also got a little bit more clarification about how if works. All right. Now, I give you a small question. I would actually like you to pause after listening to the question and then first try to solve it on your own, and then maybe you could proceed to check the answer. So the question goes like, you need to create a simple program where the input from the user is taken. The input should be about the favorite cartoon. And you need to check. If it is Doraemon, then you should say that I also love this show. And if it is not Doraemon or whatever your favorite show is, whichever you want it to be, if it is not that, you should print that good choice, but I like a different show. Let me just write down the question for you over here. All right. Okay, so that's, and I'm just commenting them because I don't really like these lines over here. All right, great. So now you can take a pause and just try it on your own and then come back soon and complete it and then see it, because practice will make you perfect. All right. All right, I'm sure you have done it. So now let's do it together. So you need to create a simple program where you will, first of all, what do? You will take in the input favorite cartoon from the user. So you remember the variable rules? I hope so you have remembered all of them. So what do you need to do? How will you make a variable? Var? I'd suggest no. It should not be var. It should be something like favor or maybe favorite. You can write down the complete word, favorite cartoon. This is the name of my variable which I have taken. I'll take an input and even I'll write down that mention your favorite cartoon. Now this person will enter the favorite cartoon. All right. Now what do the first line is done. Now the next thing, that is, if it is, let's say, Doraemon or whatever you want, whatever it is, let's say I will take it as Doraemon only because I love Doraemon. So if favorite cartoon is equal to, do you remember the difference between assigning and equating? So favorite cartoon has been first assigned to input. Now we are trying to equate it with whatever we want. So what I wanted Doraemon. Okay. So if it is Doraemon, then colons, after that, what should it say? Print, I love this show too. And with that, else, good choice, but I like different show. All right. I would highly recommend you, if you have not done it yourself till now, then please do it together rather than just looking at this course, because if you just look at coding, it's not a good thing. You need to practice. This is just like mathematics. I'm not saying this is mathematics completely, but I'm saying you need to practice just as you practice maths, or as you practice your guitar, or anything which you're doing as you practice swimming. What do? Every day you learn it, every day you practice it, and you become better at it, right? Exactly the same things you need to do over here. You can't just look at this, you have to also practice. All right? Okay, so let's just run this and let's see what happens. Okay, so mention your favorite cartoon. Yes is coming from the top over here. Okay, all right. So mention your favorite cartoon. I will mention, let's say, Ninja. Hathori. Hattori. Good choice, but I like a different show. But if I would have written this word Doraemon, let me just add this over here. All right, let me just run it once again. I love this show too. Cool. So here comes this tutorial in the end, but practice whatever we have done on your own as well. And if you have any doubts, do let me know in the comment section. Great. Have a good day. Thank you.